Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's broadcast of the JV and varsity game between the Collinsville Kahoks and your Edwardsville Tigers. I'm James Oakmeyer. On the cameras, we're going to have John Deichel and Tennyson Rose. And right now they're currently warming up. And the JV game, we're going to probably be testing stuff to make sure everything's running, so I'm not going to be announcing most of this game. We're just going to make sure everything's working for the varsity match. And I'm going to go back to being muted. We have about a minute 30 until we start the JV game. Another quick thing for the stream that you guys will notice, there are no fans in attendance tonight. So whenever we can actually leave the camera audio on, you guys can actually hear the game pretty well. I also do not have a roster sheet since there were no fans in attendance, no roster sheets were made. So whenever I do start announcing, probably like the fourth quarter or third quarter, I don't actually have the names listed for anybody. So it'll be interesting. In the meantime, I'll leave you guys with the basketball game. And thank you to the almost 20 viewers we have here so far. This is the most we've had for a JV game. We always try to do the home matches for the boys as much as possible. Also, for those of you who are wondering what happened to the KIP St. Louis versus Edwardsville stream, that just didn't end up working with a lot of our schedules, so we couldn't do the game. Anyway, let me leave you guys back to the game again.
There it goes.
Also, during the timeout, I'd like to remind you guys we do have a chat turned on, so if you want to smack talk, say whatever, give support, whatever you want to do, it is on. Just be sure to not use profanity or anything that would be deemed not so family friendly. So after 1 quarter of play, the EHS Tigers JV team is leading the Collinsville Kahoks by a score of 14-5. And things that Collinsville's probably going to be working on is continuing what they did at the end of the first quarter there. Pretty tight defense, and they're all over the EHS right now. If they keep that up, maybe they can get themselves back into the game.
The crowd goes wild.
All right, well, we're back on another break as one of the teams is taking a timeout. And currently, Tigers have just taken it to Collinsville's JV so far by a score of 18-7. It hasn't been pretty for Collinsville so far. We'll see if they tighten things up. I'm assuming they're the ones who took the timeout. But, yeah, we'll leave you with this totally basketball-themed music. Totally. Hey, yo, is that Steph Curry out there? Alright, I would like to apologize for my stupid joke on stream there, but you can't blame me. But thank you guys for like 60 viewers for the JV game. Even on like our most ever we had during a varsity match, we didn't have this many, so thank you guys for showing up. I know, of course, a lot of you guys would normally be in attendance, but due to the circumstances right now, I know you guys can't be, so thank you for watching the HS broadcast on YouTube channel to be able to view the game. We're on timeout again. fun. Less than 30 seconds to go here in the first half. And that marks the end of the first half.
Welcome to the Collinsville Kahoks. Your Edwardsville Tigers have the lead 28-12 over the Collinsville Kahoks at the pad. Enjoy the intermission concession.
And thank you guys for 551 subscribers. All right, guys. Well, we're going to be heading out of the half here in a moment, moving into the third quarter. And I'm a little nervous. We got a lot more viewers than normal here today, so I'll try to do the best I can. Of course, this is going to be more of a testing phase. We're doing the JV game more of a test, and then Varsity is going to be the full thing with actual, complete audio, all that stuff. And remember, guys, we do have that chat available. I know most of you guys are probably parents of the kids watching, or your relatives, that stuff. So I'm sure a lot of you guys aren't going to interact in chat, but it's there for a reason. You guys can talk, have a good time, all that stuff. They're playing some bops here, though. Now they're starting to play some actual good music. Alright, but now we've got a lot of new viewers since we've, since I kind of opened this up. I'm James Oakmeyer. On the cams we have John Deichel and Tennyson Rose. And I do not have a roster sheet today. Since there's no fans in attendance, they did not give us a roster sheet. So I don't actually have the names of a lot of the people that are going to be in this game. So I'll be referring to them as their number later on during the varsity game. And he's good from 3. That's nice. Something Collinsville needs to get going in this game. So far, the 3-point shooting percentage has been kind of low. I'm not sure if that's their use or not, because as you know, I don't follow Collinsville basketball. Yeah, Edwardsville, I mean, their varsity team this year, I mean, they're 7-8. The JV team, every game I've watched, this is only the third game I've watched of the JV team. They've won every other one, and it wasn't even close. That was called a travel. So the points were taken off the board. But I think this is going to be one of those cases where Collinsville's JV team is, not amazing, but their varsity team is probably a lot better. They don't have 10 great guys on the team. They have 5 great guys, and those are the guys they rotate in and out and use them on varsity. Of course, I might be speaking out my you-know-what, but that's what I think at least. Because that's the only way to explain their 10-5 record versus what I've seen from the JV so far. From 3, and that one's over the basket. But they do fight for the rebound and get possession back. From 3 again, and just off the mark. They get the rebound again, though. They're not giving up. From 3 again, third time the charm. Yes, it is. Third time's the charm, and 3 points are added to the score. Timeout called by Edwardsville. Yeah, no, that was nice. Nice 2 possessions there for Collinsville. I mean, I know they missed a lot of shots in that last one, but they were able to get the rebounds, fight for them, and get some points on the board, and shorten the deficit to only 10 points. All right. Edwardsville ball, and let's see if they can get some points on the board and stop Collinsville's run here. Oh, almost a turnover there, but Edwardsville keeps the ball. Drives down, going to the basket, and great defensive play by Collinsville to block it, but the rebound is gotten by number 33. Yeah, I can't even read the numbers. I'm not even going to try with JV, because they got the orange outline with white filling. On a white uniform, it's almost impossible to read. Another great defensive play from Collinsville. Now they're heading back the other way again. Thought about shooting 3, and decided they're going to pass it around, try to get some space. Still only a 10-point deficit, though. A lot better than what I thought this game was going to be earlier on, because Collinsville looked very dead to start the first half. And since then, they've picked up their game a little bit. Of course, as I talk about that, they missed a shot. Now Edwardsville's going back the other way, but it happens every once in a while. No matter how good your team is. Or in the case of Collinsville so far, no matter how bad your team... I can't do them like that. They're not doing that bad. They're only down by 10 points and still a lot of basketball left to play. No comment. No comment on that last one. You know. And Edwardsville just trying to get it going again. Trying to extend their lead. Good move there to get some space. Throw it in deep, and once again another good play. Ruled a foul, but looked pretty clean to me. Number 42 came up and swatted the ball away. But we're gonna have someone going to the line for EHS, so worked out for Tigers fans. I say that as if it aren't one, but I am a Tiger fan, so you know, just ignore me. And his first shot is off the backboard and good. I'm hoping he aimed for the backboard intentionally. I know personally whenever I shoot baskets, and I make one like that, I just, you know, say it was intentional, despite it definitely not being. Oh, no, he's actually going for it. Alright, don't see that every day. Someone trying to use the backboard on their free throws. Don't blame him, though. From 3 again. That one also off the mark. Number 1 on Collinsville so far has not been very efficient shooting threes. Still has 0 points on the game. I'm going to check chat and see if any of you guys are interacting in there. Yo, we got somebody to say hi. Let's go. Baseball Beast 04 Curry. That's a name. That is a username right there. And that's some points put on the board there for the Tigers. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you know that name, once again, check chat. We have chat open. Anyone who subscribes, we're trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers, which is going to be really, really hard to do before we, before the end of this year, but we're going to try our best anyways. And timeout. Is it a timeout? Neither team was charged with the timeout on the board, so I'm trying to figure it out. Also, thank you to the 63 people watching right now. This, like I said, this is the most we've ever had on a JV game. Well, a basketball game on our school, let alone a JV game. Anyways, I'm just going to leave them with the timeout here. Alright, we're back. Alright, so neither team was charged a timeout for that, so I have no clue what's going on. Well, actually, I do know what's going on. Collinsville has the ball, and they're going to try to put some points on the board. Currently a 13-point deficit, a 5-score deficit, and air ball. That, you know, that was awesome. Way to go. That was also pretty cool, except this time I'm not being sarcastic. 15-point lead here for the Tigers, with less than 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And there's number 1 we're talking about. Still has 0 points on the day. Let's see if he can get some here. So he's taken a lot of attempts from 3. It just hasn't been his day apparently. Nice pass to get it in deep. Looking for some way to get out of there. Tries to get creative with it, and he ends up losing the ball, and Edwardsville goes back the other way. And now they have an odd man break, and they opt to slow the play down and set it up. There really wasn't anything there. Collinsville played that defensively really well on the break for the Tigers, but we'll see if they can stop Tigers from getting some more points, because this is starting to become a blowout. We're in blowout territory. 5-score game, 5 3-pointers. And they opt to foul instead of let the play continue any further. Tigers get it in pretty easy, and looks like there's another foul called. And number 33 is going to go to the line. Yeah, sorry. It'd be nice if I had a color commentator or somebody else to, talk whenever I have nothing to talk about, but we don't have that here. But yeah, when nothing's going on, there's really not anything for me to talk about. There's nothing going on in the stands or anything like there normally is, so I'm trying to do the best I can with it. And with that, it is now a 4-score game. 4-possession game, sorry. This isn't looking too good for the Kahoks right now. And they do get the rebound on that, so there is something, look at the bright side. There's always a bright side to everything. They may be losing by 16, but, they got that one meaningless rebounder in the game, so, And also that was beautiful turnover. Beautiful turnover. They executed turning over the ball to perfection right there. See, there's something, bright side to look to. But actually that was pretty good by Tiger player. Get down the court and score. I'm just going to shut up. Jesus, I'm stuttering off my words. I was trying to say he did a pretty good job of just getting on the court efficiently, not being too fancy and putting up points. Just keep extending the lead. From 3. And there we go. Collinsville finally getting back on the board. It's been a few minutes since they've actually, scored any points. Oh, and that pass is a little too high, but he does recover it. Doesn't go past the half line. Now he's driving in. Looked like he was fouled there, but no call. And it's going to be a turnover. Yeah, I really don't know at this point in the game if Collinsville really has a chance. But I also said that in the Alton game to start the year. After the Tigers were leading 14-0 at half, and it ended up turning into a double overtime ass-clenching event. So... You never know, with sports. But right now, it's not looking too good. They've got it back to a 12-point deficit, a 4-possession lead. But it's still a 4-possession lead. Collinsville's going to have to show us something else if they want to have a chance to win this game. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter, and he's fouled. Well, the refs, it's kind of hard to miss that one if you're the refs. And he'll go to the line. And his first shot is not going to go in. Currently the leading scorer for Edwardsville, I believe, right there, number 10, with 11 points. But he's not going to make either of his free throws, so he'll stay at 11 for now. Collinsville got up the court pretty efficiently there. From 3, and number 1 missed another one. This has just not been his night as far as three-point shooting is gone. Nice pass, transition through the zone, and great takeaway by number 1. Let's see if he gets some points here. Still looking for his first of the game. Alley-oop. Beautifully executed by Collinsville. Number 33, their leading scorer with 15 points in this game so far. I feel like a golf announcer. There's just nobody in the crowd. I'm trying not to yell or do anything because I don't want the players and everyone down there hearing me or hearing what I'm saying. So I'm trying to talk quiet, but then I end up sounding like a golf announcer who's just sitting there oh, here he's off to take a shot. Can he make the free throw? Yeah, I'm not trying to do that all stream, but kind of what I have to do so no one else can hear me down there. And his first shot is good. So it extends it past a 10-point lead again. Every time Collinsville takes one step forward, they end up taking 2 steps back. Drawing a foul with only 2.9 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Second shot's no good, and can Collinsville get up the court? They chuck it up. And air ball. Well, that'll end the third quarter. Edwardsville currently leads by a score of 39-28. And we'll leave you guys with the music. And thank you to the people that are currently using chat. We had Ethan saying W, to Baseball Beast Curry saying, I'm in 5th grade and he'll be a Tiger someday. I wish you the best of luck on that endeavor. And to Ethan the Blue Devil, thank you for saying we're doing great. We try to broadcast every single home game that we can.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, have that mind.
Alright, well, here we go. 4th quarter action. Let's see what happens. Of course, the music is still on and they need to stop. Okay, there we go. As soon as I said that, they stopped it. That was a nifty pass inside and give and go. And Edwardsville's going to go away with 2 more points after that possession. I was trying to be slick there and say something, say something slick, and it just didn't work. I'm still trying to get used to this. It's been a few weeks since I've actually had to announce a basketball game. Because, we've been on break and all that stuff. Smart play by number 1 on Collinsville there. Throws it into the Edwardsville defender so they can get possession back. Or else he was going to go out of bounds. Still, though, a massive deficit here for Collinsville. They have 8 minutes to try to bring this game back. Let's see what they can do. If they can do anything. Like I said, the varsity game should be, according to the stats and that stuff, it should be the exact opposite. Say, like, looking at their stats, because I have the stats up online, most of their players are out averaging our team in scoring. Their record's better. Shooting percentage better. I mean, the varsity game should be like the exact opposite of what we're seeing right now. But you never know. Crazier things have happened. Speaking of crazy things, our varsity bowling team actually... No, I'm not even going to talk about that. I am a bowler, for those wondering. So I was going to try to bring up the fact we actually won a match the other day. Because that's kind of rare. And that was a nice pass out of danger as he was double teamed. Got it up court. You can see Collinsville showing a lot more urgency here. Defense putting a lot more effort in. Just trying to close all the angles. Not going to matter that we drive to the basket over the top of somebody and you couldn't finish off the shot. And now Collinsville's going to move back the other way. 12-point deficit. Trying to chip away at it. Less than 7 minutes to go here in regulation. If we need overtime. I believe it's a full-length quarter. Great rebound there from Collinsville. Some teamwork involved in getting the ball back. Throws back out for 3, number 33. I mean, he literally has 2 threes in his name. You think he'd make most of them. I mean, not in his name, his number. Bruh. Come on, man. I can't even speak English. I'm gonna read chat. Ethan, is it still buffering? In chat, one of the people said it was buffering. Just asking, because on my end it's not buffering at all. I can actually, I have a computer set up next to me so I can read the chat and look at the stream. And there we go. And number 1 gets his first points of the day on a nice nifty jump shot to cut the lead down to 10. Actually, no. Apparently he has 5 points. I guess I missed something because I'm having to look at 10 million different things to keep the stream running. So I guess at some point I missed him making a 3-pointer. That would have been an occasion to celebrate considering how many he's missed today. Misses the open layup. And Edwardsville's going to get the ball back. Despite Collinsville fouling one of the players. And then there's a turnover right there. Back to number 1. Number 1 drives in. Puts up a layup. And now they got some points here and Edwardsville's making some mistakes. Here, there's number 1 right now. Currently with 7 points on the game. Edwardsville goes back the other way for a layup underneath. Foul called. And he's going to the line. I believe he made 1 of 2 free throws earlier in the game. Let's see if he can improve that here. So now it's only an 8-point lead. Now Edwardsville kind of has to get their foot back on the gas here because, I mean, of course they should have kept it on the gas anyways. But this suddenly got a lot closer. And he makes his first one. So, hopefully Collinsville just stays away. I gotta save my energy. And, oh, all that stuff for the varsity match, you know. Don't want to get my heart racing and get my adrenaline pumping too soon, you know. Got to save some for later. There he goes. He makes the 2 of 2 though, and he's now 3 for 4 on the game from the free throw line. Great play from behind the backboard. Number 42 was behind the backboard whenever he took that shot. See, I thought it was going to be smart there to make a reference to like the one NBA player back in the day. I think he played for the 76ers, who made a shot like that to, I believe, win a game. And then I realized I don't know anything about basketball. I don't remember his name. You know, go figure. 10-point game, though, currently. Collinsville turnover, fighting for the ball back. And it's going to be given to Collinsville, I believe. To the right. And wow, what a defensive stop there from number 34. They tried to do a little give and go into a shot. Not a give and go, a pass into a shot, like immediately, and read perfectly by the defense. This time they opt to pass it around. Probably should have done it the first time. 4:20 left on the clock, nice. And there's my mom, MVP right there. My mom brings snacks for all of broadcasting. MVP of the stream. Thanks, Mom. Just have my mom roll up in the middle of the stream. That's awesome. And looks like there's going to be a stoppage here. Not sure. It says, once again, it wasn't a timeout. I need to look this up. I don't know why there's a stoppage in play, because I don't know basketball very well. But there clearly is a stoppage. But right now, Edwardsville has to keep their foot on the, I guess they have to keep it on the gas. It's only a 2-possession game now. 2 3-pointers from Collinsville could tie this up. And it was a timeout taken by Edwardsville. The scoreboard operator was just slow to add it. Can we get a thank you to Miss Zugmeyer in the chat for being the MVP and bringing in snacks? Because the snack bar is shut down because there's no fans. Yeah, it's been a pretty good game so far. Well, actually, no. It has not been a good game until this point. Now it's a good game. Close game. And every possession is going to mean something from here on out. 6-point game. Yeah, we'll leave you guys with the music in the meantime. And by the meantime, I mean the timeout's already over, so there really is no time to listen to music. Sucks. There's going to be Edwardsville ball on their side of the court. Like I said, I'm not really going to be looking at chat for the rest of this game unless Edwardsville starts putting up some points, like right here. And try to delay the shot to get it to the top of the defender. And missed, and now Collinsville will be breaking back the other way. Rule to travel. Correct call. Sorry, I have to text my mom real quick. Somehow keeps possession there in the middle for the Tigers. Still a 6-point game with less than 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. 3-pointers off the mark. Edwardsville does rebound, though, and gets it back out top. They're kind of going off frame right now. I can't talk to the camera guy and you guys at the same time unless I'm like saying, I wish the cameraman would move here right now. You know, that's about the only way I could communicate to him. The play was off of the frame currently. But like during the varsity game, that's why we do this. This is why we test the JV game. That's why we're doing the JV game, so we can work out all these issues before JV starts. EHS with 1 timeout remaining now after this one. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to go here in regulation. 6-point game. Tigers leading the rival Collinsville Kahoks by a score of 6. And I'll go on a break. And Edwardsville makes a blunder here on their first possession. Sorry, we had the wrong audio thing on. Once again, this is why we're testing. Oh, no one said Mrs. Ugmeyer for MVP in chat. I'm very disappointed with you guys. Very disappointed. She brought snacks for all the broadcasting. Come on, guys. Great move to get in space here. Trying to drive to the basket. Tries to get the pass across. Picked off. And now Edwardsville goes back the other way. And then there's a collision. Didn't know we were playing football out here. And yes, I know it is a contact sport. Yes, thanks for reminding me. From 3, and that's no good. Neither team can find a way to score points. Rebounded, though. The rebound was taken away from Collinsville, and that rebound actually resulted in points. Gave full effort, and it benefited this team big time. It's now a 3-possession game. Hear the coach over there for Collinsville screaming, "That's a foul." And it was a foul. Congratulations, he was correct. Maybe you should start reffing. There's Collinsville to the line here. Gonna have to make some of these to bring the deficit back to something more manageable. And that one does roll around the rim a little bit, but it is good. Brings the game within 7 points again. This one's big. Bring it back within 6. And it is good. 2-possession ball game. So you gotta congratulate. I mean, you gotta honor the amount of effort Collinsville's given here in the second half to bring this game back. And right there, a lot of effort there to steal the ball away from Edwardsville from 3. No, his foot was in front of the line. Not gonna matter anyways, as it was way too far, and it was rebounded though underneath the basket. Great move once again from behind the backboard, putting it in. Number 42 now has 13 points, second highest score in this game on either side. Oh, he's tied with a few people on Edwardsville, but you get the point. And Edwardsville once again, no points. 6-point game if I could do math. Wait, apparently we scored again at some point. I must have missed that. It's now a 6-point game. There we go. Sorry to the people on stream. I have to do the score, manage the cameras, announce the game, look at the stream on my side, try to look at stats on the side, keep an eye on the points up top. I'm doing a lot of things at once, so I'm really sorry if I miss anything. But now it's a 6-point game with a minute 20 left. Gonna have to start shooting from 3, and I don't think number 1's the one guy, Collinsville, wants shooting the ball because he has not been stellar all game from 3. He's more than willing to shoot it from there. And a misplay there from number 42. He's made a few great plays, but right there was not his finest hour. Neither was it the finest hour for Edwardsville right there, as another turnover with less than a minute left. Collinsville makes a mistake, and Edwardsville decides to give him right back the ball. Just put a fake on, get some space. They got 45 seconds left to go. Number 1 from 3. And I was thinking he might prove me wrong for a moment, and then I remembered, no. So Edwardsville's just going to have to try to take some time off the clock here, and that's going to be ruled. It's going to be ruled a 1-and-1. Very confusing call there. I mean, I understand they were being a little physical, but If he makes this, it will push it to a 3-possession game. He does not. And Collinsville escapes with a chance to still win this game. 30 seconds to go. Gonna have to put up some points quick, get the ball back, and then score again. Gonna take 2 3-pointers though. They're still going underneath the basket though. I'm very confused by that. Out of bounds called on Edwardsville, so Collinsville will keep the ball. It's very confusing there. I don't know if the players in the court are aware. They have 20 seconds left to go. Down by 2 3-pointers. Thrown to the middle for number 42. He goes up. He does get points. The coach seems happy, but that doesn't really help their case. It's a 4-point game. And last time I checked, you can't score 4 points in 1 possession unless you make a 3 and you're fouled. Okay, well, you know, what do I know? But over there's going to be some talk going on for Collinsville. Going to change something here. 17 seconds left to go in the game. Well, 18 basically. Gonna have to do something to get themselves back into this. It's still a 2-possession game. I'm really unsure of what they were trying to do in that last possession. Anyways, we'll take a break. I'll let you guys listen to music. Never mind. As soon as I try to do that, this is the second time in a row I've tried to do that. I've tried to let you guys listen to the music, and then the timeout ends, and then I have to start talking again. I was gonna eat a Pringle, gonna get some food. That didn't happen. Edwardsville gets it in clean, and that should about seal it with 10 seconds left to go. They do get a foul off. It's about the only thing left they can do in this game to keep it close. And they're going to bring number 4 to the line. He only has 3 points so far. Actually, he has 10 points so far in this game. Sorry. I was looking at the Collinsville side of things. They also have number 4. And it is good. It doesn't really change too many things, though. It's still a 2-possession game. This one to extend it back to 6, which means 2 3-pointers have to be made in 12 seconds for Collinsville. And that's exactly what they're going to need, as he did make it. They're heading back the other way. They're going to have to start lobbing up some shots. 7 seconds left to take the shot. No good, and that's going to seal it here. Yeah, they foul him, but 2 seconds left. It's physically impossible for them to score 2 more times, 2 more 3-pointers from where they're going to be out on the court in 2.3 seconds. So Edwardsville is going to win the JV game, but the varsity game, that's yet to be seen. We'll be right up after this game. .3 seconds left to go. Collinsville ball. In 0.3 seconds, can they manage to get a shot off? This would be miracle. Nah, no, they're not even going to try. Well, Edwardsville wins the JV game by a final score, 51-45. Here at the Lucco Jackson Gym. All right, guys. Well, We got about 15 minutes until we start the varsity game, so until then, we're going to leave you guys with the music choice of the admins. So it could be garbage, it could not fit the sport at all, but it's up to them. I'm currently on the live stream. Currently, we have everyone here from broadcasting over at the table right now. We're just talking about what we're going to do before the game. But, this one should be interesting. Got a really, really good Collinsville squad going against a struggling varsity EHS team, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with music for the rest of the pregame. We have about 13 minutes left until the game will start. Well, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's Bryce Spiller. He is the #1 scorer for Edwardsville. He's averaging 11.4 I cannot speak. 11.4 points per game. Field goal percentage of 35%, so he's one of the most accurate shooters on the team. So yeah. But on the Collinsville side, oh wait, I don't even have the right camera view up. God damn it. All right, there's Bryce Spiller. Sorry for people like us confused. Didn't even have the right camera view up. I'm trying to look at too many different things. But yeah, 11.4 points per game, pretty good shooter. And on the Collinsville side of things, I don't know if Trey Swiggert's here today. He would be their leading scorer, 11.9 points per game. But instead, we're going to talk about Devin Davis on their team. So I'll give the camera guy a moment to pan over to him. No, Devin Davis, Collinsville. Okay, I'm going to have to mute. This is a mess. So that segment fell apart in a hurry. By the way, we're a bunch of students doing this. We're trying our best. So Collinsville already went back into the locker room. They left like 4 minutes early. So we can't do our segment the way we thought we were going to. Anyways, Devin Davis on Collinsville, averaging 11.6 points per game. Second in scoring on the team to Trey Swigert, which we couldn't find. We couldn't see him out at warm-ups today, so we don't even know if he's starting. And of course, we don't have the player roster because the school did not print them off because we don't have any fans in attendance for tonight's game. Isn't it a joy to be part of broadcasting? Yes, it is. At least we're getting paid. Anyways, 3 minutes left to go here in the warm-up. We'll leave you guys with the music. Apparently, they're going retro with the music, where before the JV game, they were just playing whatever garbage they could find on Spotify. Ladies and gentlemen, we found him. Davis. He's finally back out of the locker room. And Trey Swigert actually walked by just a second ago, too. So Trey is here. Of course, like I said, we don't have the roster sheet. We don't know who's here and who's not. But those are guys to look out for. There's only one person on Edwardsville who even comes close to either of them in scoring. And that'd be Bryce Spiller. But they both out-average him in points. Now, of course, they're not as accurate as he is, but still. Pretty impressive. All right, once that clock hits 0, I presume we're going to be doing the national anthem, so, yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join us in honoring the United States of America during the playing of our national anthem.
All right. Well, both teams seem to be ready, so we're going to introduce the players here. I believe we're going to be starting off with the Collinsville side, so if the camera should move over to that. Tennyson. All right. Well, for those of you just joining, I'm James Zugmeyer. On the cameras, we got Tennyson Rose and John Deichel. And tonight we have a matchup between conference rivals, longtime rivals, a rivalry older than time itself, Collinsville Kahoks versus the Edwardsville Tigers. The AHS coming into this game with a record of 7-8, Collinsville with a record of 10-5. Could be a strength of schedule thing, I'm not sure. But all I know is Collinsville is a really good team this year, and we've been somewhat mediocre. But here's the opening tip-off between Closter and number 30 on their team, Jake Wilkinson. And we are officially away. So it means I actually have to change the scoreboard so it doesn't say pregame anymore. Because we're actually in the game. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. Getting the passing going early. Edwardsville just trying to keep possession. Gets it out to Spiller. Collinsville doing their own defense chant. Love to see that. I mean, it is funny. I do appreciate that. It seems like something our bowling team should probably do, something stupid like that. They're just giving me ideas. Pass a little bit off the mark, but Allen does recover. Gets it over to Spiller, and an unintentional give and go there as it was knocked out of his hands. Now Tillman out top, trying to drive to the basket, looking for a lane, doesn't find one, gets it back out to Spiller. Spiller to shoot, and the jumper just comes up a little bit short. Collinsville with a nice pass down the court, number 30. And Jake Wilkinson will open up the scoring here tonight at the Lucco Jackson Gym. So Collinsville currently leading by a score of 2-0, but a lot of basketball left to go. Spiller from 3. And 2 missed shots in a row. You don't see that too often from Spiller. Of course, that was a hard one, so was the first one, but see the leading scorer, Swaggart, working in on Spiller. Gets it out to Davis. Back around to Horace. So they don't have a roster sheet, so I'm currently using the St. Louis High School Sports website as a roster sheet. So if they're wrong, I'm wrong. Great move by Swaggart to get it in. Rebounded by Wilkinson. Gets it back out from 3. And number 20, Dante Franklin, extends the lead to 5-0. So as soon as he got the ball, all of a sudden Collinsville's bench just got up. Like, I guess he doesn't make many of those. And that was a great stop. Dude, they are pumped up. Can we get a zoom in on that sideline? Close shot. Say, I'm going to look for them. We got to look out for the reactions later on because they just get pumped after every single play. And it's fun to watch. You could probably hear him right now on the stream, honestly. Spiller to Closter. Back out to Spiller. Looks like they're just trying to find somewhere to get open. I mean, you can definitely see a big difference, by the way, so far. Via the JV game versus the varsity game, Collinsville's varsity way better than the JV. Defensively and offensively, another great defensive play there from Collinsville to steal it. But he gets a little tripped up on the way down the court. So it's going to be Edwardsville ball, and they're going to give it to Closter. Tillman bringing it up the court. And he's immediately double-teamed. Some great awareness there from the Collinsville players. The double team, as soon as the ball is away from his hands, get back into position right away. Tillman looking for a lane, and he's fouled on the way up. And thank you guys so much for coming out to our stream tonight. I know this is really the only way to watch the game. We have 122 people watching. I mean, this is almost as many viewers as we have for our football games. So it does mean a lot. And his free throw is no good. So Edwardsville still scoreless. Collinsville still keeping its 5-0 lead. I'm going to eat the rest of my granola bar now while he takes a second shot. That one is good, but I have food in my mouth now, so I can't really talk. From 3, and he is fouled on a play. So Nick Horace will go to the line for Collinsville now. First shot, no good. But yeah, so far Collinsville came out of the gate throwing haymakers at Edwardsville. 5-1. And we've only played 3 minutes here. His second shot is good. 5-point lead here for Collinsville early here in the first quarter. Now his third shot to try to extend the lead to 2 3-pointers. And it's good. Saw that a lot in the JV game. I'm seeing it now in varsity. People are missing the first free throw, but after they shoot when they're warmed up, they make the second one. Don't know if that's the usual because I don't watch basketball, but just an observation. Kloster gets down nice, give and go to Tillman. Tillman trying to drive to the basket. And not sure on the call. I know it's going to be Edwardsville ball, though. Tillman in the claws. No, not. It was Bush into whatever. Screwing up names early. You know, like I normally do. And as the game goes on, I get a little bit better with them. They haven't done a live stream in 2 weeks, so a lot of the names I've forgotten, or I've definitely forgotten a lot of the numbers of the different players. There's just really not a lot of holes in that defense. Pretty stout defense. He tries to shoot over the top of it, and he airballs. Football pass down for Wilkinson, and what a beautiful play from Collinsville right there. Just surgical. And their execution right there is to extend the lead to 9-1. It's a weird score. And it's a score Edwardsville would not like to be on the board right now. They'd prefer they had the lead. But that would require them to score points and not make mistakes. Allen up on top of the key. Gonna get it back to Tillman. They can't get anything going so far. Tillman opts not to shoot, trying to keep possession for his team. Doesn't want to take any risks. Of course, he tries to drive to the basket as soon as I say he doesn't take any risk. Oh, he dives for it. Gets an opening for Spiller, and there still was no holes. And shot clock violation. And Edwardsville is just going to have to do something different. But for Collinsville, they've just done a great job. They've shut down every single attack from Edwardsville so far. Been able to execute on offense, execute on defense. And right now, they got Edwardsville shaking their heads. I was saying during the JV game, the varsity game is probably going to be the opposite of the JV game, and so far it has. But if it is the opposite of the JV game, as far as, the teams, that would mean that Edwardsville has to make a comeback at some point. At least that's what I'm praying. Anyways, we'll leave you guys with the music for now. All right, well, they're already off the timeout. Collinsville coming back out. Edwardsville still in the huddle on their side. Collinsville just dominating every stat so far. Possession, takeaways. They haven't turned the ball over much. Making their shots, Might only get execute on offense, execute on defense, you know, all the stuff I've already said 10 million times. Yeah, I know. I'm the worst announcer on the planet. I'm trying my best. If you have any comments about it, though, you guys can use the comment section that we have open. As long as you're subscribed for more than a minute to our channel, you are allowed to use the chat. Tries to go over the top, and he does. Number 20, Dante Franklin. So extends the lead even further here. And with every passing second, it just seems like it's going to become more and more of a blowout as Edwardsville just cannot get anything going. And there they go. So Bush answers back, gets the first legitimate points for Edwardsville on the day. First points that aren't a free throw. 8-point lead for Collinsville. But they got to get some stops on defense because they've already dug themselves quite a big hole, Edwardsville has. Drives to the basket, trying to get around Spiller. Beautiful pass back out. I don't know if he was intending it for him to go there, but beautiful nonetheless. Wide open three missed by Devin Davis. His three-point percentage on the season's been 35%, so he's a pretty good shooter. That one just doesn't go down for him. It's going to be Edwardsville ball. And you guys can see the stat lines up there for the different numbers and that stuff for all the players. Currently, Dante Franklin leading all scoring with 5 points. Behind him, Jake Wilkinson, which both of those guys aren't even in the top 3 for their team in scoring, but clearly they're getting scoring from other places today. There's currently a conversation going on down on the court. Not sure what about. Mr. Bad is talking it over with the refs right now. I gotta call him Coach Baddis on stream. I had him as a teacher, so I want to call him Mr. Baddis, but can't do that. 133 viewers. Man. Thank you guys so much for coming out. So these are all student-run streams. We had Mr. Antrim come through, help set it up. And then from there on, it's just us, so it's nice to see our work getting recognized by you guys at home. Alright, well, whatever the issue was, it seems to have been somewhat resolved now. Cluster coming out of the game for Jonathan Stump. Shooting free throws. I'm not even going to guess why he is. I'm just going to sound stupid no matter what. Makes the second one, though. Say, I have no sweet clue. I think it was it for the shot clock violation earlier? I have no clue. Yeah, I said if I'm going to guess, I'm going to sound stupid. I guessed I sounded stupid. It's almost like I read the future. Collinsville, though, gets possession right back after the free throws, and they're looking to extend their lead with a minute left to go here in the first quarter. It's not an insurmountable lead yet, but it's definitely not close. And a pretty weak foul called right there against Edwardsville, and that's going to send Devin Davis to the line. 67.7% free throw shooter on the season. Let's see if he can improve on that right here. The shot is good. 10-point lead for the Kahoks here in the first quarter with a minute 6 seconds left to go. And he makes that one as well. So, yeah, pretty good free throw shooter. Also, it's an 11-point ball game. And Edwardsville just really struggling so far to get anything going. Looks like they're pretty well outsized on the court. And it looks like, I hate to say it so far, I mean, Collinsville came in with a better game plan. They're going to send Tillman to the line. Once again, it looks like another weak penalty, but what do I know? Looks like he's going to be shooting 2 here. And no good on the first one. So he's an 80% free throw shooter on the season before this. He was 8 for 10. But so far this game, he's only shooting 50% so far. Of course, with that, he now leads the scoring. He has scored 2 free throws in the game, and he is somehow tied in scoring for the Tigers. That shows you how much domination there has been by the K-Hawks so far. But I'm sure after this quarter, there'll be some adjustments made. I don't know if they can beat him. I mean, Collinsville is really, really good, but maybe they can make it a little bit closer. Say, this is reminding me of the other night, because our bowling team, I'm on the bowling team, we went up against Collinsville, and they, it wasn't exactly close there either. If you know how our scoring system works, which a lot of people don't know how the scoring system works, it was 38-2. Which, even if you don't know how the scoring system works, it sounds pretty bad, and it was. 5 seconds left here to go in the first quarter. Davis, step back. Throws a brick up there. Rebound, no good. And a foul called at the buzzer. At least I think there was. Hey, he's shooting a free throw. Camera guys. Alright. See, that was a really weak call. I think he got mainly ball, but the player didn't argue it, so clearly couldn't have been that bad. He's a 60% free throw shooter on the year. Had to shoot a lot of them. That was his 57th free throw attempt on the season. And he knocks them both down. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Collinsville currently dominating the Tigers, and we'll go on break. Looks like Mr. Bass is giving them a pretty decent talking to over there. And let's see if what he said works here. If the Tigers can execute the game plan and get themselves back into this game. When the other team has 4 times as many points as you do, you know you've been struggling to start the game. Collinsville's going to start off with the first possession here. Long shot from Dante Franklin. And the rebound takes a really weird hop. Players falling over each other just trying to get for the ball. And a great play there from Stump. I believe he is the tallest guy on the court currently. I think he's like 6'7" or something. If I remember from the sheet that I don't have currently because the school didn't print one off for us today. Open shot for number 32. No good. Rebounded by Swaggart, but Edwardsville's going to pick it up in the end. Allen throws it over to Tillman. And now Edwardsville gets a chance to finally try to put up some points. I'd say Trey Swaggart, you know, he's a really good scorer, but looking down at the way he's playing defense, he's just not letting the players have an inch. So he's not one of those players who's all offense. He's doing everything for his team. Stump fighting for it in deep, gets knocked down. Foul called. All right, and it's going to be inbounded by Bush. Where is that, Bush or Tillman? I can't tell. Yep, it's Bush. For Allen, and his three-point attempt, no good. But it is ruled out of bounds. So Edwardsville's going to get the ball back as Swigert accidentally dribbled the ball out of bounds. Kloster's coming back in the game here. Out comes Bush. So Kloster is the second highest scorer on the team as far as points scored on the season, but average-wise, he's the third best, averaging 6.4 points per game. The man who's the highest currently has the ball right now, averaging 11.4 points per game, is Mr. Kloster. Not Kloster, Mr. Spiller. Shit. And I just 4 on the stream. That's also really cool. Allen just trying to find someone open, finds Kloster. You got to find a way to get through this defense. Taking a lot of time to score any type of points in this possession. And this team, they ran out of time again. That shot was good, but held on to it just a little bit too long. Tigers did, and shot clock violation. So 16-4 lead, same score we had at the end of the first quarter. Of course, 2 minutes have already gone in this quarter, so Tigers kind of running low on time here. I mean, when I say that, I mean 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. There's still a lot of time left in the game. It's just when you're down by this many scores at this point, I mean, you're down by 4 possessions, and they don't have to be threes. Yeah, you know, you got to get some points quickly. Great play by Spiller. Tried to fight for it, but Swigert spins around him. Gets back open. Gets it in deep. Back out to Davis. Drives it himself. Tries to put one off the backboard. No good. And now he has Stump guarding him. Stump bats it away. But he's persistent, and Davis puts up even more points on the game so far. 18-4 lead. We'll see if the Tigers can get any life back into this here. I know it's a little bit different. I know there's not the same amount of energy there normally would be if there were fans in the crowd, but Collinsville doesn't seem bothered by it in the slightest. He just throws a miracle shot up and hope for the best. But Collinsville makes a mistake, and Edwardsville's going to get the ball back again. So there's been a few of them. That's the second one I've seen now on the baseline. Decision making at the last second, whether or not they should touch it or not. And both times they've touched it, both times it's gone out of bounds, and both times Edwardsville's got the ball back. Some substitutions made here. I see someone I've never seen in a game before here at home. Trying to figure out what his number is so I can actually find him on the score sheet. Number 24, that would be Jake Siebers, only played in 4 games this season. Whenever he's been in those games, he's averaging 1 point per game, as he has 4 points on the season. Tillman gets it down to Green. Back out to Tillman. Shot clock violation again. Mr. Battis letting Tillman know the mistake he made there. I mean, that's the third one I've seen today, and in all the home games we've covered so far on the HS Broadcasting YouTube channel, I have not seen a single one from either team in any of the contests. Collinsville is playing the best defense out of any of the teams we've gone against. And, I mean, Collinsville is the best team record-wise and skill-wise that we've seen. And there's the three-pointer gets knocked down by Nick Horace. And they are hyped on the Collinsville bench. Rightfully so. 21-4 lead against their biggest rivals in the conference. And we'll be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Wish we had commercials to show, because then we could actually cut to commercial break instead of having to leave you guys with guys standing around talking for the entirety of the timeout. But we don't have that yet. Maybe next year, when I'm not here because I'm graduating. But EHS has to get some points. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and they have yet to score any points here in this quarter. Running low on time here again with the possession. Tries to drive in, and unlucky bounce off the rim. And Collinsville's gonna get the ball back. I mean, this is just impressive for Collinsville. I mean, I'm impressed. I'm not happy about it as a student of EHS, but it is impressive on how easily they've been able to shut down this offense that looked so good against Alton and Althoff. But of course, neither of those teams are even close to as good as Collinsville. This is probably their hardest contest of the year. Opts to drive in, trying to find somebody open. He does. And now they're back out top again. We'll see. Will the refs actually call a shot clock violation against them as well? And be somewhat fair, because this possession has taken 10 years, but it ends in points anyways. It's Trey Swigert. He's trailing behind 3 different people on his team right now as far as scoring goes in this game, but he is the highest scorer on Collinsville so far this season. 23-4. It's like a really, really weird football score. And Collinsville rips the ball away again. Fast break up the court. Swigert's not going to miss these. Say, he has a pretty good shooting percent in the years on those. 53% on 2-point field goals. See, the Collinsville bench is getting loud again. They're hyped. And Edwardsville finally gets some points. That'd be Mr. Bush, Jordan Bush. He's no Michael, though. He ain't no Michael Jordan. He just Jordan Bush. And those points will not count. A rare shot, well, at least it's rare this game, or one of the rare instances the shot goes down for Edwardsville, and it's not going to count. Collinsville's going to get the ball back. Currently with a 19-point lead. You heard me right. 19 points. Been a brutal game so far for the Tigers. I know there's no shot clock in high school. So someone said there's no shot clock in high school. There is no shot clock, right? But if they're taking too long with the possession, the ref has the ability to blow it dead, which has happened twice to the Tigers so far in this game. Actually, it might have been 3 times. I called it a shot clock violation because it's basically them stalling, the referee feeling like it took too much time. At least I believe that is the rule. Of course, I could be wrong. You know, I don't actually play high school basketball, nor do I follow it too well. And that pass just not on the mark at all. Stump's just going to have to run back to his own zone. Think about that one. Go sit in the corner, sit in timeout, and think about what you did. See, the pass wasn't all that bad. It's just his teammate wasn't expecting it. And he threw it a little bit behind him, didn't have a chance to recover. 47 seconds left to go here in the first half. Collinsville looks pretty content to take their sweet time with it. And their bench seems pretty happy about him standing there doing nothing with the ball. I think they're just clapping every single time they get the ball at top and just wasting time. I feel like I'm watching Wii Sports Resort basketball right here. The players just stand around until anything happens. 10 seconds left. Gonna start dribbling now. Try to get some more points. Here he goes. And a foul was called. He was gonna go for a dunk. And he goes to the line. Dayton Horace, 25% on the year with free throws, so this is not his forte. But everything else in Collinsville has been clicking so far, so I really wouldn't be surprised if he knocked these down with ease. Yep. See, it's just been one of those nights for the Tigers, even players like him who've been pretty bad this season with it. Showing up today and scoring. His second shot, that one's not good. 5 seconds left. Edwardsville trying to score. And they're going to get the ball. But 3 seconds left to make something happen here. Shot from Alec Marquetto, no good. And my announcing this, I don't have to apologize. My announcing this half has not been very good. So it's been 2 weeks since we have actually had to cover a game. I'm just trying to get warmed up, get back into it. But the Tigers, they don't seem warmed up at all, as they're currently trailing by a score of 26-6 here at the half at the Lucco Jackson gym. Not looking too good for them. All right, well, we are back here at the Lucco Jackson gym for some third quarter action here between the EHS Tigers and the Collinsville Kahoks. And immediately right off the bat, Collinsville draws a foul. So 26-6, 20-point lead here for the Collinsville Kahoks coming into the third quarter. And the scoring has mainly come from, a lot of their, third, fourth, fifth guys on the court, not their normal 1 and 2. Of course, they're not doing bad either. Basically, their entire team, except for one person, has above 5 points, or 5 points. This Tiger's going to keep the ball again. Collinsville making another mistake, but it's taking a lot of time off the clock. Collinsville at this point, all they do is play the clock game. I mean, there's several possessions ahead. Barring a miracle, this game is, oh, there we go. We scored points. Let's go. That's a rarity, man. I thought we weren't supposed to, if you were watching a basketball game for the first time, you would think that, like, the rules state teams in purple are allowed to score, teams in orange aren't. Because that's how this game is basically gone. I think Edwardsville's going to pick it up a little bit, though. I don't think it's over. I just don't know if they can really win the game. If Collinsville wanted to, I feel like they could just run off and leave us behind like they've done in the second quarter. I mean, they dealt with us really easily, and I think if they wanted to, they could really run up the score here. They appear to be playing the clock, though, just passing it back and forth, playing keep away. Foul called against Edwardsville. The shot was good, it just doesn't count. And that's Devin Davis underneath the net right now. About to inbound the pass for Collinsville. Bush comes back into the game for Marquetto. And Lucas Greer actually now into the game for the Tigers. Sorry I was silent for a bit. I was just trying to figure out who was on the court. So I've known him for a long time, but we haven't seen him in many games this season. So far on the year, he's only been in... Let's see. He's only been in 6 games. In those games, he's averaging 5.7 points per game. He's actually, like, 6th on the team in scoring for the year, despite only playing a few games. But it goes to show how very one-dimensional the Tigers' offense has been this season, as you have Bryce Spiller basically carrying the whole operation. I'd also like to apologize. I was in the wrong camera view. I was trying to look at stats and stuff. My bad. But thank you to our camera guy for keeping the play in frame. His job was supposed to be doing close shot, and because I was in the wrong camera view, he was forced to do the normal shot. Lucas made a pretty good play right there to keep the ball from the pass from being complete, but sadly it goes out of play off of him. So Collinsville getting the ball back right underneath. And once again, Jake Wilkinson said his name a few times throughout this game. Puts up a 7th point of the game, and he leads all scoring on both sides. 28-8. Been a blowout so far. Let's see, can the Tigers get anything going? Bush to the basket. That was a beautiful play. Look at the bench. Oh, they're all hyped up. And they get another steal. And a foul call. Look at the bench. Bench hyped over there. Of course, you can't really see it on the camera, but... Now, there they are. All right, for the free throws, we're going to have Bush going to the line. First shot's good. Next, actually, Allen going to the line. Sorry. Once again, I'm looking at a lot of different things, so messing up names is really easy. And the shot is no good, but 28-11, so that's the closest the game has been in a bit. It has not been close game at all. Collinsville back with possession again, and travel called. And the bench is loving it. So the bench definitely still has some life in it. Collinsville's had life in it the entire time. See if the players on the court can execute some plays. They've had some success so far in this quarter with a few solo plays working out in their favor. Got some chants coming in from the Collinsville side again. Say, I think that's a theme across all their sports. The bowling team does it, both boys and girls. Basketball team does it. Haven't seen the football team. I'm sure they do something. Great pass down the court, give and go, and it's not going to work out, but a foul is called. So that was a great play. I mean, great setup. Just the execution at the very end. Foul was called, and they couldn't complete it. Drive the court again, and foul by Lucas Greer. I believe he prevented him from getting points on that, but he's going to send him to the line. And he's been pretty good so far this game. 60% on the season coming into this game. Don't expect him to miss too many of these. Well, you actually can expect him to miss 4 out of 10, 60%. And that's one of them. So 17-point ball game at this point. 7-possession game. And he misses that one as well, so very surprising. Traps the basket, Lucas Greer does. And you can just see this is why he's been sitting on the bench most of the year. He just hasn't gotten the games as much. He hasn't got his rhythm going. So he's a very good street ball player. I've played to play against him when I was younger. Played with him and against him. He's very talented. It's just, trying to get along with the rest of the team, being in the right position, stuff like that. Remembering plays, all the extra stuff you have to do in high school just hasn't matched up to what he's been doing so far. But still, he's made an impact on the games he's been in. He just hasn't been in many. You see the Tigers really pressing hard on defense, but they leave a hole. And Spiller gets called with a penalty here, and he did not like that one. So I thought he got that pretty cleanly, but clearly the refs saw otherwise. Maybe I saw it wrong. But now they're going to send Dante Franklin to the line. 83.3% free throw shooter coming into this game. And that's why right there. 29-11. An absolute massacre here at the Lucco Jackson gym. Police should really investigate afterwards because there's been a murder here. Given it wasn't an actual murder and it was just a blowout of a basketball team. But I think they should investigate nonetheless. Now Jordan Bush with the ball, trying to drive to the basket, gets around his defender, and there we go. Currently lead scoring for the Tigers, and actually for both teams with 8 points. It's just, there's a lot of zeros up there on that scoreboard for the Tigers. As you can see, I mean, it's not too pretty right now. It's back to the game, 32-13. Rebounded by Collinsville, and that one's up and good. They've done a really good job of fighting for the loose balls. And they've gotten a lot of points off those rebounds tonight. That's the thing, they outsize our team pretty well. A lot of them are taller, and they're able to get up for those rebounds. Great play by Bush again. It's these solo plays from Bush. It's the only thing keeping the Tigers alive right now. 10 points, lead scoring on both teams. It's like that number 1 on Alton, the first game we actually covered on this channel, the first ever basketball game EHS Broadcasting ever covered. Put up 20-something points for Alton. The rest of his team wasn't doing too much. He was single-handedly carrying his team. And he got him double overtime against us. It just wasn't enough in the end. So far, it's been the same story, except Edwardsville's not even close to Collinsville in this instance. Foul committed down low. Ref doesn't see it. Allen gets away with one there. So Jake Wilkinson looks pretty disappointed after that. He was wide open down in the paint, and nobody saw him on Collinsville. And somehow, Edwardsville gets away with the foul there. Man, you know, maybe the refs had to change of heart. See the coach just not happy after that. Kind of in disbelief. I mean, I'm not complaining, you know. We need all we can get right now. And Bush, the leading scorer, comes back in again. Say, on the season, he's averaging 4.4 points per game. But every time I've seen him, he's been a force. It's just, I guess, on the away matches that we don't normally get to watch, he hasn't been able to do too hot. Actually, he got some more points on that one, too. I didn't even get to see that point. Collinsville. Now Davis driving to the net, and he's fouled. Fouled in the process. Points do not count. So the coach has been very active for Collinsville so far. Getting up, talking to the refs, making hand gestures, talking to the team. I mean, by talking, I mean talking very loudly. But clearly he's done a good job with this team. I mean, they've been pretty disciplined so far. Haven't taken too many fouls. Haven't made too many mistakes. Been good on both sides of the ball. He should be proud of what they're doing so far. And I'm sure he actually is. He's just not showing it. Tries to drive the basket. Pass back, very dangerous, but fools Bush. And he gets himself an open shot on the give and go. And that shot is good. Number 3, Nick Horace, good from 3. 8 points on the game for him. Collinsville extends their lead. They have more than twice as many points than Edwardsville does right now. And a steal here as Devin Davis goes back the other way on the breakaway, but he fumbles the bag a little bit on that one. The bag has been fumbled. Ladies and gentlemen, the bag has been fumbled. Coach, once again, not happy with that one. He definitely wears his heart on his sleeve. Substitutions made. The leading scorer for the Tigers out now. Who came in for him? It looks like Klosser's back in the game. Spiller also back in. Lucas trying to drive to the basket. Tries to find someone in deep, but just poor decision making right there. Collinsville, though, makes another blunder. They two-touch the ball, so it will be AHS ball. And they're going to be inbounding it from the baseline. You can tell Lucas wants it really badly out there. He's given full effort on the plays. He just has not been able to get any points so far. Foster trying to drive in deep. Tries to get around his defender. Goes for the rebound hard. Dives for it. Not going to come up with it. As Collins wasn't to take it the other way. They get it in deep again for Wilkinson. Leading scorer for Collinsville. I mean, this is this sure is a basketball game. No time left on the clock. Celtics get a shot off. Tillman does get it off, and it's blocked. 37-17, 20-point lead. Collinsville maintains their lead that they had at halftime. And now they're playing one of my favorite songs over the intercom, but just so I'm not, tempted to sing, I'm just going to mute my mic. All right, well, barring a massive comeback, one of the biggest comebacks I would have ever seen, it looks like Collinsville's going to run away with this. We'll see if Edwardsville can work some type of magic themselves back into this basketball game. They got to get some momentum going on this first play. Something has to happen. Give them spark. But if Collinsville keeps scoring, I mean, I think this first possession here is huge. If Collinsville comes away with points, I say they win the game 100% of the time. If Edwardsville does something really cool to stop them. Oh, that's a killer. Get the points, and Edwardsville draws a foul. Well, no. Bruh. Come on, man. I just want to announce and not sound like an idiot. Is that too much to ask? Well, he comes into the game. He scores 2. Makes his free throw. Only a 50% free throw shooter on the season. One of the worst on the team. But you wouldn't know it after seeing that one. This is the largest lead Collinsville's had tonight. 23-point lead. 8-possession game. 7 minutes. Can the Tigers do anything? Show any sign of life? Yes, they can. A timeout called as well, so it's back to a 20-point deficit, which I would say is preferable to a 23-point deficit. But at this point, does it really matter? I think it's more of a moral support, morale type thing. By the way, if you're subscribed, use the chat. I'm getting bored. Collinsville going to get it clean. They're going to break back the other way. And they're not going to come up with any points. That's also a rarity. They've scored them basically every time they've had a chop opportunity to so far this game. And looks like a foul called against Collinsville. Number 10 coming into the game again for the Tigers. That is Johnny Robinson, who has played in only 3 games this year, has no points on the season. Just looking to get some action here. I guess coach is like, screw it, we're down 20 points. Let's get some people into the games just for experience sake. Something I wish our bowling team would do a little more often. 3-point shot from Spiller. He's been kept scoreless tonight, the leading scorer for the Edwardsville Tigers. Scoreless tonight. Only had a few shots, but he's missed all of them. He's been well guarded, and I'm sure Collinsville's talking about him before the game. I mean, that has to be the game plan. Stop him, and you stop the offense. And they've stopped him, and the offense has done jack diddly. So I think the coach was right. Beautiful play in. Oh, if he could have scored that bench would have erupted. Now Edwardsville trying to get some points here. Allen tries to do it all himself. Draws a foul in the process. Collinsville player clearly doesn't like it, but he's going to go to the line. Malik Allen. Allen on the year, a 62% free throw shooter. Should expect him to like at least one of them. Sorry, I was picking up some audio from somewhere else. I'm not sure where. So I was stopped talking for a moment because I was trying to figure out where it was coming from. So he makes one of them. Told you he'd make one. Collinsville comes back the other way. And Tillman's hung out to dry. No chance on that play. Jake Wilkinson just having himself a game here for Collinsville. Spiller trying to get his first points of the game, and he won't do it. So he's just, you haven't noticed him at all this game. And even right there, he tried to cheat back to cover the other defender. The Collinsville player up top could have just shot it, and instead he passed it down low, and still the ball got through. Defense just not doing its job right now. And now they're going to send Jake Wilkinson back to the line for the K-Hawks. And he makes it. Say, he's tied for the lead coming into this game on that team for free throw percentage. He leads his team in points. He's followed through at every opportunity, been a good team player, played good defense. He's done everything that's been asked of him so far this game. If I had to give anybody the MVP, it'd be him. And he makes them both. 23-point lead again. This has just been the Collinsville's year as far as the boys' sports goes. Hockey team's better than our hockey team. The football team had a good year. They didn't get to play against us, and Kloster puts up some points. I believe those were his first points of the game. But yeah, their football team actually had a better season than ours did. The bowling team having a better season than us. Collinsville was kind of dominating us in the men's sports this year. Just taking his sweet time with it is Dante Franklin. Gets it over to Swigert. Swigert comes in and just demolishes the entirety of the defense. That's why he's the leading scorer for Collinsville. Put it on display for you right there. And this game is just out of hand. Twice as many points as the Tigers again. You know, if I had a nickel for every time I've said that this game, I'd probably have about 15 cents. For three, air ball. And the Collinsville bench made sure to let him know by yelling air ball as loud as possible. Foul called against Edwardsville, and that was questionable. Refs, they're already dead. Refs, they're already dead. Don't need to call any borderline fouls at this point. Just let them play. Nah, it's his job. You gotta call it right. But I just didn't see it on that play. And he makes another one. 48-23. 4:20 left on the clock exactly. That's awesome. Unlike this basketball game that's currently unfolding in front of me, if you could call it that at this point, Collinsville's just put on a masterclass. I mean, they've done everything correctly, and they've deserved to currently be in the lead by this much. 172 people watching. You're loving your commentary. You're great. Thank you, Rick Vaughn. I don't know much about basketball. I'm not used to doing commentary like this. I mean, I have a YouTube channel, so I've done stuff like that, but this is really my first ever time announcing a sporting event in front of an audience, like this season has been. You know, Malik Allen going to the line, and if he can just put up a few more points, I mean, like right now, Collinsville does not have twice as many points as Tigers do. I think if the Tigers can stay within that range, I think they should win the game. I think they should just give them the win. At least it's a moral victory. Thank you, though, to everybody showing up. Like I said, this is like the amount of people we get for like a football game, which is huge. You know, football, everybody shows up for the football games. And that was just a pass just thrown up with a hope and a prayer. And thank God number 12 on the team is okay. What's his? I don't know who that is. I haven't seen him before. Number 12. I don't see him on the stat sheet at all. Oh, it's Caden Jennings. He's only on the defensive stats thing. So this is his third game of the season ever being in. And that ball's going to roll in too. Say that the play that I was trying to talk about, his ankle was kind of twisted a little weird. I thought he might be hurt for a moment, but luckily he's all right. Number 10 looking for his first points of the season. Can't find him. Collins going to come back up the other way. Make another layup. Have yourself a game, Dante. Have yourself a game. .52. So Collinsville once again has twice as many points as the Tigers do. And timeout called here by the Tigers. All right. Well, 3 minutes, 19, 18, 17, you know, clocks count down, if you guys didn't know. Seconds left here in the game. And, well, this has not been a fun one to watch. 52-26. Edwardsville makes a good defensive stop, but no one can clean it up and get the ball back. So that play was for naught as Collinsville kept possession. Tries to grab the basket. Franklin, beautiful play. Can't even be mad at that one. Even if this was like a close game or something, you just got to give him props. That was just a great move. Malik Allen struggling to get points. Foul called. And looks like he might be going to the line. And he's going to the line, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Apparently I missed some points at some point during the game on the scoreboard. I did not update it properly. So currently Collinsville is not in the range. Collinsville is currently not in the range to have twice as many points. Like I said, moral victory. I think we should count it as a W. I think we should add 100 points to Tigers' score if they don't get doubled up on as far as the points go. Missed an easy layup, and now Bush going the other way, the leading scorer for the Tigers on the game. And Spiller just trying to find some way to get points. I hope he gets some right here. He does. Almost dunks it. There's Spiller. We talked about him in the pregame. We thought he was going to make a big mark on this game, and clearly that has not happened. Clearly, you do not own an air fryer. Okay, I don't even know why I said that. Like, half the people in the chat aren't even going to know what I'm saying. I gotta remember my audience here. Tony Geisen said this has been my favorite broadcast of all time. Thank you. Well, we've only done 3 on this channel, so. Oh, Baseball Beast 04 Curry asked earlier, what is your YouTube channel? Well, my YouTube channel is called Zuggy J, so Z-U-G-G-Y-J. If you want to subscribe to that, I don't know why you would, but currently got 5,500 subs. See, I always get quiet because like everybody quiets down for the free throw, so then I have to like start barely talking into the mic. So that's why if you ever heard me get quiet throughout the entire game, that's why. And he missed both of them. Say, Bush on the season, he's made 75% of his free throws. It's just tonight hasn't been. I mean, he's only had 8 attempts coming into this game, so not a large sample size at all. Bryce Spiller tries to do a spin move, but, forgets to bring the ball with him in the process. And that's going to be a travel. Man took 3 steps. That's a travel. And Edwardsville gets the ball back with 1:20 left to go. All right. I'm calling it right now. Miracle. Nah, I'm joking. No, not actually. I mean, I hope something really stupid happens and we manage to win. Taking a lot of time on this possession here. And got no points from it. Less than a minute to go. Collinsville just going to try to run out the clock. Dives for it. Gets around him, and they leave Wilkinson wide open. Makes the layup. Scores his 17th point of the game. Edwardsville just has to be careful here to not let Collinsville get double the points they have. That doesn't actually mean anything. But, as we've been joking during the stream, if they don't get doubled up on, I think they should be awarded the victory. Hey, the Blues are winning 4-1. Hey, that's some good news, because this game has been full of bad news. John, we got a free throw. Okay, sorry, just talk to the camera guy. So, Bush, leading scorer for the Tigers, going to the line right now. Let's see what he can do. So he's a good shooter. He just needs to redeem himself, because last time he was up, he missed both of them. Misses another one. It's no good. No good. I think he makes this one. I'm just going to speak into existence. I want good things to happen. I don't want him to leave this game. I mean, he was the leading scorer. I don't want him to leave on a sour note, so I hope he makes this one. Collinsville coach yelling for them to rebound it. You can't rebound something that went in the net. Just hoping he knows that, I'm assuming he does. Collinsville gets the passing clean. Yeah, that should about do it. I mean, it's been over since the first quarter, but now it should be officially over. 25 seconds left. They're just going to stall it out. They couldn't score twice as many points as us. It's a real shame. It's a shame. Edwardsville wins the game because of that. But no, it's been a fun stream. I mean, despite the absolute destruction of our varsity team in front of our eyes, the JV game was pretty fun. Got some more practice. Got better at announcing, I think. I mean, it definitely wasn't good announcing at all, but it was better in the past. And I had some people in chat saying they like it. Sounds like a good new rule. IHSA should be made aware of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And thank you, Baseball Beast, for subscribing. Greer with the shot, and it's gonna fall just short. Well, the final from Lucco Jackson Gym is 56, Collinsville 34, Edwardsville. And officially, since, they didn't score twice as many points, Edwardsville actually wins the game. Good to know. Oh, they want to put me on the camera. The camera guys have requested me on the camera. Oh, I exist. I sure do. I'm real. And so was that game. Sadly, it was real.